everybody, and welcome to a special edition of KUPA TV live on Facebook. I'm Elaine Watson, and I'm your host today, and I am bringing to you the most amazing special guest. We have in our studio today a global world champion, 3 medals in Nail Olympia, winner of winners champion. She has been doing nails since she was 16 years old. Only 5 years old now, right?
Right.
Only for 5 years. Since she was 16 years old, she's actually taken her manicurist license to different states and been licensed in different states. She has written and taught education all over the world. I just can't be any more excited, and I hope you can join me in a warm welcome of our special guest, Phoenix Vandyke.
Hey everybody! Thank you so much for coming. If you're on Facebook Live right now, you know it's social media, right? It's super important. If you are happy to be here, could you just press that little share button for me? Because that would be so awesome, because we want to share this education with as many people as we can. Okay? Thank you so much.
Yeah. We want to get Phoenix to every nail technician because she has such amazing things to show us on Facebook Live today. And as always, we encourage you to join in and be interactive in our chat. I'm going to be reading all of your questions to Phoenix while she's busy working.
Be nice.
I can't go without introducing our lovely model, who happens to be my very good friend, Lisa Wong, who has amazing long nail beds. I couldn't not have long nail beds for such an important guest. Today, just like any other normal Wednesday 11 a.m. KUPA TV show, we are giving away a special gift to one lucky winner today, which is a Dipfinity starter kit. In order to win, you need to click on the link that Rachel is sharing in the Facebook right now. If you can't click the link, just go to KupaInc.com/pages and /win. You'll be good to go. You'll be in. Only do this once, and then be interactive in chat. You have to be in chat to win. We don't want you to just click and run. We're wanting the interactive. So, and then as always, we are going to have, of course, 25% off everything at the KupaInc.com website, minus Rose Gold Passport, hand pieces, parts and services, our workbook and classes. So that usually starts on Wednesday. Today it's starting on a special day, Tuesday, so you'll have till Friday night at midnight to take advantage of the deals. So without further ado, I would like to pass the camera off to the glorious, gorgeous, amazing nail technician, Phoenix Vandyke. So what are you going to show us?
Okay, so you know that I'm like the queen of stilettos, right? Everybody knows that. Check it out. Right?
Yeah, which is really one of the reasons we have.
I've actually had people take my photograph like at the airport while I was sleeping in a plane because my nails were that crazy. So just a little tidbit.
You have a nail stalker. How
Apparently.
strange. You have a nail stalker.
But today we're going to be doing some stiletto nails, of course, which is going to be beautiful. But let's throw a little twist in there. Let's do some geodes within those stiletto nails. Now, acrylic is my jam. I love some acrylic. So everything we're doing today is going to be acrylic. But I have some tips and tricks that I want to be able to share with you guys about how you can get a form to fit just right, different lines that you're going to be looking at, how to make sure your forms are on straight. So let's go and do that, okay? So we're actually going to start with the Bentley.
I do want to premise it.
Yes, please.
When I bring in an influencer, I do want to make it very clear to all of you following along, there's been no requirement that you use our products.
I know.
As a warm and welcome, gift a couple months ago or a month ago before Phoenix came, I sent her, of course, a box of goodies, because what nail tech doesn't like a box of goodies?
Right.
And there's been no requirements whatsoever that she use our products. And so anything that she is using today in this demo is by choice.
Definitely by choice.
Definitely
by choice. Totally.
No, we have the best. I firmly believe we have the best products, and I'm happy you believe so too. So
I do.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so I'm actually going to be using the ManiPro Passport. Of course, this is a very high quality machine. There's no vibrations as you're using it, so it's one of the reasons I do like to use it. But I'm just using medium grade sanding band, and I'm just going to come around the cuticle here. Now, a lot of people are afraid to use an e-file on the natural nail. A lot of it is just knowing to have the proper training. That's really it. Don't be afraid. Now, yesterday, I had Lisa in here. She had some beautiful nails on, and we just, took them all off. Poor thing.
Yeah. Beautiful nails. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Took it, just like whizzed them right off with the e-file. For those of you that have just been doing hand filing or soaking, you need to have some e-file training. It'll just make your life so much easier.
Save your joint.
Absolutely. I've been doing nails for 23 years, and if I was not using an e-file, it'd be a different story. So, okay, hold on. I just dropped my brush. Never mind. I'm just going to wipe it off.
It's okay. This isn't TV. This is KUPA TV. If you drop something, girl, you bend over and pick it up. It's okay. Everybody is really excited. I'm getting a lot of, we're so thankful that you're sharing your education. Thank you for all the education. Love the products, love the machines. So yeah, they're already starting to get interactive. And as soon as I get questions from you, I will be sharing. The brilliant part about us not putting pressure on you as a educator today is this is about you. This is about what you're doing. This is about your work. And I'm just going to chime in with all these wonderful.
I'm going to do this.
Nathan Hall says Phoenix is a nail goddess.
Oh my gosh, Nathan. My buddy Nathan has some pretty awesome tricks up his sleeve. I've been watching your work. I'm pretty impressed, buddy.
See?
Nice stuff.
Ashley Spence wants to get better with your e-file. Sierra Bradley, totally new to KUPA and already obsessed. We have a lot of, I just want to say too, welcome to the world of our best. We have the best fans. Like we have the nicest people in our chat giving the most motivating conversation and comments and asking great questions. Tell us about your form application. You did this yesterday and it was incredible.
Okay, so everyone sees this form here. I'm just going to curl your fingers this way. There we go. Okay, so putting a form on it can be tricky. The first time I was taught this, I was actually in a European class and it made me want to cry. Once I figured it out, it was really okay. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. So Lisa has beautiful long nail beds, but I feel like it's really important to know that you need to make a cut here and you need to make a cut here. Let me tell you why. This is actually where the free edge of the natural nail meets up with the nail bed, right on the corner. So I take my little scissors and I kind of scrape that in there so that you just can cut it. Like you don't have to think about it. Because there's all these lines and all these guides that are in the way. And if you don't remind yourself where to cut it, you can get confused pretty easily. So go ahead and cut that. Let me explain why. So here's our little 45. And here's our other little 45. When you're using a product and you're applying it, whether it be a hard gel, whether it be acrylic, no matter what it is, that product is going to flow down your form. And if you find a way to be able to stop it, that's kind of what that 45 does. The other thing it allows is it allows you to have a nice, sleek nail that I feel, and I used this word yesterday, it feels like putting a corset on.
I love that.
Right?
That's so good.
I appreciate a corset, a good corset.
Yeah.
Okay, so nice and straight, nice and tight. Here's our little 45 wing. Here's our other little 45 wing. I kind of push those out of the way.
I love that trick.
Like that. This means that now as this acrylic is going to go out over the form, it's actually going to stop there. It's not going to go onto the skin. And you have like this nice, sleek nail. The other thing I like to do is you look at this and you think, oh my gosh, that's set perfectly. Like our lines are straight up the knuckle. Everything looks good. You can look at the side view and you can see that it's nice and parallel. Everything's good. One more thing, you really want to get this nice and tightly squeezed. You actually want this less than the size of the natural nail. Think about you're adding product to this nail, okay? If you were to leave it fat and you're adding product, that just makes your nail look wider, okay? So you need to start kind of thinking in layers a little bit. So let's do that.
I feel like that part is such a game changer, education-wise, because everybody's always taught how to put a form on that matches the width of the natural nail. And she's right, if you're adding product, you're just making the nail bigger. Or you need to pinch, and you don't want to have to pinch.
Right, and this is one of those things where now you don't have to pinch because the product is going to follow that form nice and straight. Okay, and it'll flow down to the sides. So as you're looking down the barrel of your nail, you're going to see that beautiful tube. And that's structurally sound as well. I like to talk a little bit about like a bridge. If you have ever driven over a bridge, I live in Florida now. I drive over bridges almost every day. And those bridges are never square, okay? They're always arched like this. Your brackets for strength are arched. And that's because all of that pressure now gives you a lot of strength when it's arched like that. You take like a piece of paper that's flat and you can crunch it, but if you put it in a tube, you can't. So that gives you a lot of strength, is to make sure that you have that nice tube as you're looking down your stiletto. Here's something else. You don't have to make the stiletto this long. Okay, I've not done that to Lisa yet. I won't make her have these really long stilettos. You actually can pinch this down a little ways to a length that is sufficient for your client. In this case, I went to the 3. I feel like that's a nice length for her, something she can work with. It's not crazy. I mean, not a lot of people can get away with the crazy the way that I can. So pinch it down just a little bit. You still have your nice barrel, but this is your end point right here. Okay.
There is no way that form is moving.
Nope, it's like stuck.
It is so locked in place. It's a corset with Spanx.
Okay, I have to show you guys this. So, you know, dehydrators are important. Primers are important. KUPA has, it's so cute. It's peace, love, and harmony.
I know.
Look, 1, 2, 3. It's so cute. So number 1, peace. That is your nail prep pH balance. It's just an excellent way to get that nail prepared nice and clean for your application. We did this on Lisa yesterday, a few nails, and I don't think your nails are going anywhere.
Dana's already saying she loves your nails.
My nails?
Holly's asking, will there ever be classes in other locations? Funny you should ask that. It's something I have been talking about, so we're working on that. We hear you. We want to bring classes to you as well as bring you to us. And so yes, Janet, you're in the right place. She is doing stilettos.
Where is Holly?
I don't know. Holly didn't say where she's from. She's just asking, will there be another? Maybe she'll chime in and I'll be able to let you know.
We can't tell you.
As far as social media shares, at the end, I promise you I'll make sure that Phoenix shares all of her social media shares so that you can follow her and you'll know where to have any education with her and what she's got coming up.
So I was going to talk about the extended nail bed that we're going to be doing on this. Actually, this is our geode nail, but I hand mixed this beautiful cover pink that has just a tiny little bit of a sparkle to it because I'm just a little bit extra. And so I used the cover pink from KUPA. I also used a couple.
Beehive.
Yeah, Beehived, right? Is that what it was?
And then shimmer from
it was the Cosmic something.
Sci-Fi Crush, I think.
Sci-Fi, was it Sci-Fi Crush? Anyways.
Yeah, she doesn't have it, Tom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have
This was something she mixed yesterday. So just to let you know, if you want to see anything that Phoenix did yesterday, it's in editing now. It will go up on KUPA TV's YouTube location. So she shows what she did to mix it, so you won't miss it. So this is us pushing to go look there too while you were.
No, it was not planned that way. It just worked really well.
Yeah, it's a brilliant idea. What she's doing is taking one of the 40 TripTych colors and mixing it with the cover pink, and she has other tricks she's going to tell you.
Yes.
But she's able to customize a nail bed opaque color that works with Lisa's skin tone, and then that little sparkle extra twist, what I think is just amazing, because everybody likes the highlighting these days.
Everybody, and when you have really good art brushes and being able to just kind of use things in a little different manner, it's super exciting.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing right now is, I said we're going to do a geode, right? Well, a geode is in the center is very sparkly. I'm kind of a rock hound. Anyone who's ever taken a class with me before, they know that I love nature. I love rocks, anything like that. I actually kind of have this joke because I grew up in the mountains, or in Wyoming actually, which Wyoming is raw and uncut as they come. But South Dakota has beautiful, beautiful rocks, and you can actually just go walking down the road and you could pick up onyx and jade and turquoise and amethyst. And so I always made jokes about rocks in the wild. which just means they've not been cut and made into jewelry. That's all that means. Rocks in the wild. You'll remember forever, okay?
Yeah.
So this is one of those where a geode is actually a big round rock that you can take and crack open. My brother actually bought some for my kids, and they just cracked them open, and the insides were full of these beautiful crystals. Yes, it was so beautiful.
Full of fairy magic and glitter.
I feel like being able to replicate something like that in a nail takes some skill, but it's so fulfilling when you're all done with it. So because the glitter is what's in the center of the nail, there's not a lot of strength and structure with that. So we need to have a base that gives you a little bit of strength. So that's where I took this cover pink that I mixed up, and I actually just did one little strip right down the center. I don't know if you guys watched me do that, but that's what I did. This is not complete by any means. So that's just to give me a little bit of strength as I start building this nail. So the next step is we're going to work on the outside, and we're going to do a marbling technique with some black and some white. The black is Jackie, which is part of the TripTych collection, correct? Okay, see, I'm learning some names. You're learning all the terms.
I'm just going to make you an educator and call it good.
I do have
a few disappointed people. Don't worry. Keep an eye on KupaInc.com's website classes. If you were hoping to see us at Long Beach, listen, we're down the road. We're going to have a class that week right after the Long Beach show. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you what, but if you can't see us at the show, come see us here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We love visitors.
We had a whole place full of visitors yesterday.
Yesterday we did a live demo that we thought wouldn't be intrusive in our videos, but there were like 30 or 40 people there having demos while she was filming. If you guys watch the YouTube video, you'll have a few chuckles at the noisy background.
You'll hear it. It's pretty great. Okay, so as you see, what I'm doing here is I'm actually taking a little bit of black and a little bit of white on my brush at the same time. And then I kind of put it on here and roll. And what that does is it allows me to marble those colors together. So where a lot of people, I've seen this happen in the past, people will get a ball of acrylic and then they'll like bleed off the excess on their towel. You do not want to do that. You kind of want this a little bit wet so you can maneuver it. See how I was able to kind of move that around right there? So what we're doing right now is just the outside of this geode with our black and our white. So there's one side. Grab the other side over here.
While you're doing that, Rachel has confirmed the class that we are teaching after Long Beach show is a 3D art class with Mie and Akiko, which are two talented Japanese artists. So you don't want to miss it. Links in chat. And for those of you asking, yes, we will be at Premiere Orlando because we have sponsored the NTNA for Nails Magazine, and we have to be there because we got to see the big announcement on who wins.
Oh my goodness!
I know. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Thank you, Rachel. She always pops me up messages to remind me of the right stuff.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah.
I love the interaction of Facebook Live. Do you guys like it?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love that we have the most incredible fans who say the nicest things and ask great questions. And
I don't know how many of you are fans. I think if you're fans, you need to press like love or like or thumbs up or something right now. Give me some hearts.
Jennifer Nail, Nana Worth. We were talking about you, girl, on TNA. We're like, yeah.
Yes. We were so proud of you. Like, I loved competing with you last year, Jennifer. I just love it.
Rachel gave me a virtual high five.
I love it. Okay, so you can see how that is
cool.
Like pretty awesome.
It's amazing. That is cool. Oh, you're getting all kinds of hearts now.
Oh, thank you.
They're flying away now. I love those. Those are so cute. No, like you're just getting a lot of comments. Like you make that application look easy, completely genius. Looks awesome.
Oh, but we haven't even added the sparkle yet.
That's awesome. I did not think to do that. So, like, I think the suspense is building up because this is one of those nails, too. I find that when you're finishing it is when everything, it's like cracking open that rock. You have no idea what's inside until you crack it.
So, like, looking at the camera right here, it looks like there's a hole. It's not. It's like a white and black marbly fantastic line. I'm so excited.
I'm all up in Lisa's spot kicking her.
Oh.
Dana Lynn Stockwood says, competing with you, Phoenix, was awesome, girly.
Aww.
So she was there to witness you winning all the awards.
I think it's really cold where you're at right now, Dana Lynn.
Yeah, poor Dana. She's in the Northeast getting pounded.
Like super pounded.
Yeah. Big love to you ladies from China Cocombe.
Aww.
Yeah.
So we're pulling out a couple other amazing colors right now. I think a geode is just traditionally amethyst. Like that's what you see a lot of. I've done a lot of different colors, but the amethyst seems to just pop.
I love
it's
that.
so
I feel like you
beautiful.
kind of got to have a little of that sparkle.
Yeah, and you know, like let's be honest, Lisa's favorite color is purple.
Yeah.
So, did you see that?
Yeah.
I just dropped like a huge ball.
gotta-
Just ignore it.
Oh. it fell more gracefully than yesterday's.
Oh my goodness. I had a nail, like a piece of acrylic fall off and it just like landed in my fingers.
Yeah.
It was kind of comical.
It's happened to the best of us.
I'm an educator for the people.
Niece Norwood, cute comment. I love the name Phoenix. It's definitely on my list of baby names.
Oh,
So you got some serious nail fans.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Dana and Diana are saying, hell yeah, it's cold. Have a margarita for me, Phoenix. You are fabulous. That was from Diana. I'm sorry. Dana Lynn was just like, yeah, it's freezing. Heat wave of 33 degrees.
Oh,
yes, purple everything. So you're not the only purple lover. February birthstone, sparkle. Yeah.
Yes.
You're getting a lot of attention with this
I have
layer.
a son. He was born in February. My husband was born in February. It's like a lot of February in my life. Okay, I think that is absolutely fantastic. So that purple, the glitter purple that I used was not solid. It's actually mixed into a clear base. So I threw this purple pigment in the bottom because it gave you a lot of depth. Something else we're going to see, and I'm going to grab my white just a second. I'm going to throw a little bit more white just around that purple. Now, you know the camera always adds like 50 pounds, right? That's what I tell people, 50 pounds.
I only weigh 50 pounds.
It's not nice to you on your nails
No,
either.
it's the same with the nails.
Same with the
I
nails.
agree.
Now you see how I'm grabbing that white and just kind of pushing it right around that purple? That gives you a lot of that dimension that you see when you first crack open a geode. If you have never done a Google search on a geode, which, you know, like probably not a lot of people have, but I have, I find inspiration for nails in weird places. If you were to just Google like an amethyst geode, you will see that this white really is right where all of those crystals would come through. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so
Secure
excited.
McLaughlin tuned in to watch you.
Oh, hey!
So definitely had to tune in to see you, Phoenix.
Oh.
I haven't announced it yet, but Secura will be our next month's influencer that we're bringing in. So stay tuned for information on that. But next month, at the beginning of the month, Suki is coming.
He's coming.
Suki's a friend of mine.
It is
I love him.
amazing here, Suki. You're gonna love it. It is.
You're even getting compliments on your ring.
Oh, my
Sarah
ring.
Bradley loves your ring. Diana wants to know, will we see your beautiful face at the Rhode Island Nail Expo in March? You.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
You know, that has not been on my calendar, but it's not out of the question.
Oh, you never know.
So, yeah, you
Never
never
know.
know it's going to happen. It's only January, right?
I know, my goodness. It'll be August before we know it. Like, where did last year go?
So now I am adding a little bit of clear. We want to have that strength that comes in this nail. And don't forget, like, part of the excitement of this particular design is being able to file down and get those amazing layers that start popping through.
You're so gentle in your touch. Like,
Extremely.
I know, when watching her move her acrylic around, like, I've been doing nails a long time, but you're just very patient. I think if I was a new user to acrylic and I didn't know anything about it, you've made it look so easy that I would expect it to be that easy. It's not, but you do. You're patient. You're not in a rush. You're taking your time, and it's normal temperature in here. We're not,
It is,
hot or cold. Sierra wants to know, how long did it take you to master this look?
This particular look, it's not You know what? It's something that's actually constantly evolving. I first started doing a geode nail. I did one in acrylic, and then I thought, you know what? Some people don't want to use acrylic. They want to use gel. So I really worked on mastering this look with gel manicure products, which was pretty exciting. And I don't ever want to waste products, so I didn't want to have to like file to remove all those layers. So I dream very vividly about how to make things different. That's just part of thinking out of the box, I think.
Definitely.
So it's not. I still don't think it's mastered. I think it's beautiful, but there's
like
always
always
improvement,
evolving,
right? There can always be improvement.
EJ McCormick.
Yeah.
Just wanted to tell Phoenix I miss her beautiful face.
I keep waiting for you to tell me you're pregnant. Tell her that.
We have Rose tuning in from El Paso. Rose Resendez Soria.
Soria, yeah, absolutely.
Rhonda Rodriguez says you do make it look so easy.
We're just
And
gonna let
Secure agrees. He says you are delicate at application. And Dominique, you're very gentle, so lovely and effortless. I love it. You can't just say that normal. So lovely and effortless.
It's like
love
flying.
It. Yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
just.
this one I can't skip. Sorry. Jen Atanasio. Thank you for your step-by-step instructions. You're a wonderful teacher. You can't let those go by.
No,
Sorry.
that's so
Keep going.
Sweet. Thank you. So I don't know how many of you have like these amazing acrylic brushes. They're my tools. They're an extension of my hands, right? The worst thing you can do is clean them with acetone. Or, here's another really bad thing, just leave it on your table like this and file all over the top of it. Or if you have like one of those lamps, if you're like sticking it up inside the lamp, don't do that either, okay? I'm really particular about making sure that my brushes have lids. So I always put this and put it right away.
Did we do the number 10 for you? Or was
We
it the
did,
number 8?
yeah, this is the number 10.
Stacey Luffy was asking which brush it was, and it's one of our Divinity brushes. Stacey can't miss it because of the diamonds in the stem, and it's the number 10, not the number 8. And for those of you just tuning in who may have got here by one of our shares, this is KUPA TV, and the products that she's using by choice, not force, we're not holding a gun to her head, are KUPA products, and you can find any of our KUPA products at KupaInc.com. Keep going, girlfriend.
Yeah, so Stacey, purple, all for you, girl, and for Lisa, because she likes purple too.
Seriously, her and I are pretty close on that.
Secure is so funny. He goes, I need to learn application from you, Phoenix. I apply acrylic like a madman. He's anything but a madman.
You're not a madman, and you're also like his line work is so good. It's always like.
Oh, this one's cool. Kelia Burgos Serrano. I'm here getting my nails done. My nail tech is inspired by you guys.
Oh, that's
sweet.
so cute.
Her customer is
like,
posting for her while they're watching.
That's incredible.
That
That's
gave me
sweet.
goosebumps. I got goosebumps right now. Another what size brush? It was a
really
10. Oh my goodness, China, her 18-month baby is watching us.
Oh, that's cute.
Blowing kisses.
Oh, that's future nail techs in the making.
Let's
That's
get them
wonderful.
educated now.
So what
Someone's
I'm
on
doing,
the treadmill.
Yeah. So what I'm doing right now, that's incredible. That's like dedication. Run faster.
Yeah.
I'm touching this and I'm tapping it. You can kind of hear when acrylic is done. It sounds like plastic. Okay, so once that's all set, then I'm going to go ahead and take the form off. This takes me a second because these forms are awesome. They are so
I know they have so much sticky. Good night, Diana from Denmark. She's going to bed. She can't make it. She can watch it recorded after.
You could watch it later. Yeah.
Ashley Spence is in school, so I love and look forward to all these lives. I learned so much. Oh.
Okay, so
cool newbies.
I do too. I do too. Keep watching.
We were all there once.
Keep learning. Keep learning. Okay, so got this nail. You feel so bad. You're like all curled.
I'm trying to
like
curl
this.
my other nail.
Poor Lisa. This is where being a hand model has its benefits and not so benefits. We've asked her to make sure she keeps her other fingers away because Richard's on the camera over here and he's getting you the amazing side angle. And the last thing we want is other fingers in the way. But the things that we suffer to get the best view for all of our viewers.
It's just tough being a model.
Yeah. The outcome is those nails, man.
There was one time I had a beautiful set of stilettos and I was trying to get a really good photograph of them, and my partner in crime at the time, she's like, here, put your fingers on this this dishwasher, and it was like stainless steel. And she says, here, let's try and get this picture here. It actually turned out really good, but
cool.
You never think that it's on the dishwasher.
Never. Dana Lynn says your calm disposition makes it easy to learn.
Aww.
I think that is a recipe or ingredient in a recipe for a good educator.
For a good educator.
Yeah.
Well, just not getting too excited about anything.
Yeah.
So what I did real quick is I just took this. I love this shape of file specifically, and this is the 100-180 grit, and not to cut into the lateral sidewalls, but just to come straight down. And I know this is kind of a funny trick, but if you can kind of lean your body a little bit and almost like you're using a knife to cut like a piece of bread, that's a really good way, and do it the other way as well. I have a file system that I learned 23 years ago where you actually do one side of all 10 nails, turn around, do the other side of all 10 nails, and do the free edge of all 10 nails. It's very smart because you don't have to change your movement. And if you're working in a salon and you're concerned about time, that's a good thing to remember. Okay, so now I'm going to get the file out again.
China says, I love it. Wow, so delicate in filing. I'm like a lawnmower in filing. I think I am too, and unless I'm using my e-file, which totally makes me a better filer.
So I'm actually using one of the safety bits, and I love this because you can get right up along the cuticle, skin to skin, and you're not going to hurt your client. I also, when I'm turning on my e-files, I like to feel it on the tip of my finger, because if it's not going to burn the tip of your finger, it definitely is not going to burn your client. And sometimes, for those of us that are maybe starting with an e-file that haven't been using them for very long, if you do this and your client is maybe a little nervous, just say, here, flip your hand over, let me show you. And I'm real quick to just say, this is how it feels. And they're like, oh, it doesn't cut my fingertip. It's not going to leave any rings of fire.
I've been guilty of doing that with the dangerous bits, but you know where not to touch them with. So it just sets their mind and their heart at ease. And, if you know what you're doing, you shouldn't be hurting your client if you have a good class.
Yes. So I'm going just up around that cuticle.
Sierra says, yes, I want to avoid the cuticle scream. Good tip.
Oh, it's a good one. This is a really nice bit. It is one of my absolute favorites.
So this is where magic is going to start happening, right?
So yes. So I'm actually going to hold this perpendicular, and we're going to go straight down this barrel. This is where you're going to start seeing some of those marbling come out.
This takes an advanced user because you can tell by the sound of it she's applying pressure, which is something we kind of usually say never do. But in the case of what you're doing with this technique, you have to, because you're shaving off layers to kind of change that geode.
Yeah, make it pop through.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad that we took the time to throw that little bit of white, like right around here.
Yeah, that's going to come out cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's going to shave down nice.
And then we're going to do a couple little finishes with a matte and a shiny, because, we can now.
Yeah.
The introduction of matte into the nail world was pretty exciting.
Jenna Atanasio. She's asking if this e-file is great for starters. I'm going to answer. All of our products are great for starters. It's the bits that you want to consider. If you're a starter, maybe start with like our RPM manicure bit and learn how to do natural nail care, and then move up to maybe diamonds, and then work your way into carbides. Take a good class. We offer lots of them. Follow us on Facebook.
I just think education is super important.
Oh gosh, especially with the e-file. It's a tool meant to help you not hurt you or hurt your client, and just getting the right education changes nobody's nervous. You're doing a great job,
This is so pretty. I cannot wait to just shine this bad boy up.
Yeah. Tina Paulin says, hi ladies, beautiful as always.
Aww.
Yeah. Linda Lamb's in the chat answering questions. She was here yesterday working very hard. I think she needs to have a couple of masseuses rubbing her back right now.
I think all nail technicians need to really focus on self-care. I think that's super important. So I used the e-file. I actually feel like it's debulked beautifully. I don't feel like you could come through with a diamond bit. We've talked about that to do all of your finishing, you know, from skin to skin to skin to skin. I'm still a little bit old school. I'm still learning a lot about the different bits, but I like to just grab my hand file. I actually hold it like this, which I don't know, like I hold my e-file funny.
You're unique.
But I am unique.
Dana Lynn wants to know, how long does it take you to do a full set of these?
A full set of these? You know, I've never done a full set of these, not gonna lie. It's more of like an accent nail. But really to throw on a full set of nails that are stiletto like this, that are marbly with your accents, probably right at an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes.
I'm going to say because she had to do nails prior to being on camera yesterday, and then she did 3 nails, so Lisa ends up looking finished when we're done today. Like, we had 1 hour where we were like, let's break, eat something, stretch our legs, get a coffee, and put all these nails on, and I thought, I was like, you're done. That was quick. So,
so
I'm going to say as a witness, when she's left to her own devices and can keep her head down and work without cameras and us going cut, really fast, faster than you would expect, because you're not doing like a perfect smile line on 10 nails that is technical.
No.
She's doing very natural, marbly, really cool designs that really don't have specifics about them. I think is a time saver.
I agree. So, I mean, we all have had those clients that have shown up late and they are it's like, oh my goodness, I needed that 10 minutes. You know what? This is a really good option for them. Okay, so here we did our file, we did our finishing. It doesn't look very magical yet. That's getting ready to happen, right? I'm actually
love this part.
Just gonna use a little sponge buffer, just run a little bit over there. You don't have to work super hard about finish. These top gels are so nice and thick. The viscosity is so good that you don't have to like sit there and worry about getting out all those scratches because everything just fills in. Once again, another time saver. And they're no cleanse, which is pretty exciting as well.
Heather Lundquist is one of our regulars.
Heather!
I know, we were talking about her yesterday.
Yes.
Heather, we were talking about you yesterday in Sweden. She loves geode nails and she has to learn how to do it in hard gel. And I'm just going to say, watch the YouTube video. Yesterday, Phoenix did something that I was caught off guard. She was actually using the TripTych powders and mixing them with gel. So I think if you wanted to get this look in a hard gel, you could essentially take and mix some of these colors into the hard gel and use it to do kind of similar design. I don't know, but let us know how it goes.
Yeah, let us know.
Send us
definitely.
pictures. We're curious.
And if you have any like questions or concerns, like I want everybody to know that I am super available. You know, a lot of times you feel like, oh, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to ask them questions. Please ask me questions. I love to help. I eat, breathe, sleep, nails, repeat.
Give everybody a second. Like, there's your chance to look at this shiny because she's actually using our matte top.
Yep. So
but like, if you were curious how this would have looked like if it was shiny, there's your shiny moment.
So that's just the marbly part around the outside. I would like to go ahead and cure this. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is just the matte, and we'll go ahead and throw it in there. And let me change that. There we go. We'll do a minute.
Heather Lundquist is up to 12 TripTych powders. She keeps cursing me because every time we watch his Facebook Live, she ends up with more. So she says she's just going to have to try that because she's got 12 powders now.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
What ratio mixing gel and powder, Phoenix? I think you definitely want to have more gel than powder.
Yes, absolutely. You know what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to do a little finish with that.
Yeah.
We're going to grab
She'll
something.
show you her trick.
I want to show you. I'm kind of crazy. I don't like any sort of nail dust around me, so I'm folding this up and throwing it away. Can I talk for just a second about my trick?
You go ahead.
Okay. So, you know when you're in the salon and you have those clients that come in, they're like, wow, it smells in here. I've been doing nails all day, right? What is smelling is actually your garbage can.
Yeah.
So a lot of state laws require that you have a closed container for your like smelly garbage. what I started doing is I bought like a big jar. Elaine's like a mason jar, but like a big gallon jar. I call them a sun tea jar. That's the cowboy Wyoming coming out of me, right?
Any middle or southerners will know what it is.
Right? And you put a garbage bag in it, and then because it has a screw-on lid, if you just take the garbage that smells, like just what you were using your monomer on, and put it in that jar and screw the lid on, I actually labeled it, it says stinky trash. So that will keep the smell down in your salon.
I think that's a great idea.
It's a good
Barbara
thing.
Fairs is asking if you're going on cruise, and I assume she means the one that you are going on in a few weeks.
I am.
It sounds like maybe Barbara's going to be there.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Yes, I am, and I am so excited. Little bit of warmth for everybody that's been frozen. Okay, so this is the shiny gel top, and we're going to go ahead and just place it right in the center of that nail.
I love some of these comments. I feel bad. Like, I want to read them all, but I can't. Dana,
Yeah,
you just cracked me up. That was sincerely an LOL. Dana says, Elaine, I'm dying to get my hand on NTNA prizes because she's one of the competitors. She says, I'm going for that top 6. I'm going to have to place an order beforehand, though. LOL, can't wait to keep these videos without craving these products. So, Dana, you make it to 6. In fact, go to the win. Let's see you win.
Go to 1.
Yeah, we want to see you go to 1, and we'll call it. We called it here today.
I wish we could have like 12 number winners.
I don't know. I think Jennifer Worth though is gonna give her a run for her money.
Hemi,
and so is Hemi. I know, like there's
right?
so many.
There's so many.
We have a special episode of KUPA TV live on Facebook the 17th on Wednesday at 11, and that is just Beth and I, Beth from Nails. Beth Live, Wednesday, and we're just going to be talking about nothing but NTNA. And
that's so exciting.
Tune in, Dana, because we're like digging up cute stuff about each of these people. We're making it personal.
Is there going to be like baby pictures and stuff?
I don't know. You want to know something? Y'all gave me access to your Facebooks and friended me, so I had everybody but 3, but I'm like, now I've got a view into their lives. Oh my God, that looks awesome.
Okay, so I haven't
that is so
cured.
awesome.
Isn't that beautiful?
I'm looking on the big TV. I wish y'all could see it on the big TV. I can't stop.
So we're going to go ahead and cure this. This is just our center, the center that's all super sparkly. That's like the magic crystals, right? Let's go ahead and put that in the light. And while you're curing, we're going to cure for a minute. Once again, non-cleanse, which is, I just think there should be no other thing but that in life.
The mix of the matte and the shiny is going to be hot. Brittany Loria, she says,
hey!
love being able to watch you work, Phoenix. It's been 3 years since I've gotten to work with you. All the love from Albuquerque. I can't say it without saying Albuquerque. I'm a Bugs Bunny fan.
You want to talk? Okay, so Brittany is, you guys, like, are you proud of me that I remember all of you and like, your stories, right? So
Brittany, she has an idyllic memory, though.
Sorry about that. Brittany is, she's like a weightlifter. She's like competition weightlifter, Olympic weightlifter. Girl. Yeah, so I'm so proud of you.
She's my peeps.
Yeah, we were talking about this. We love weightlifting. I'd so much rather do that than cardio. So here is, while Lisa is curing, here is that little drop of top gel. So Heather, this is something that I want you to see if you're still paying attention. Okay.
She's still here.
Okay. So I just did a drop of just the top gel, and this is the TripTych. What color is this?
Is that one?
Oh, Madame Bejeweled. I was
gonna say that's Madame Bejeweled.
Yeah, Madame Bejeweled. So we're gonna grab just a tiny bit. I don't know if you can see like that. It's just a tiny bit. I'm gonna drop it right in there. And I want to do a little bit of veining on this nail. So let me grab a brush here. Mix this in.
Jennifer's cute. She says she's working out to get in shape for the upcoming challenges in the NTNA show next week. Seriously, the work those girls all have to do. And I'm saying girls because it's all girls.
It is all girls. And it's amazing. Yeah, Oprah would be proud.
Yeah, Oprah would be proud.
I feel like the hours spent looking down or hunched over doing all of that work, you really need to get some massages. We should get a sponsor to sponsor all of the NTNAers.
Another comment from Jen. Here's my next question. With all that beauty and shine, how do you not let your nails distract you while working and driving? Beautiful.
That's cute.
It's so hard.
I would have a hard time. Yeah.
So I have that little mixture of our top gel with the Bejeweled, and I'm just going to grab and do a little bit of lines through here. Maybe where that shiny and the matte meet up. Do another one right here.
You have a new fan. Maricela Garcia says, this is her first time I've heard about Phoenix, and oh my God, you're awesome and talented. Love your personality.
Aw,
so you've got a new fan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love our industry. I feel like people spend a lot of money to go to college, like to be like university smart, right? And people think as nail techs, oh, was that like your fallback? Or, you know, did you choose to go to nail school? Did you choose to go to beauty school? You know what? I did. And I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it. And I feel like those nail techs out there that you're like, oh, I'm just a nail tech. Don't say it like that. You guys say, I'm a nail tech.
Yeah.
I get paid to hold people's hands. That's a big deal, you know? And I think we all should work together and write a book.
Yeah. Big nail industry book.
Big book. So do you see just that little bit of veining, like how incredible that is? It just adds so much. And because this is a non-cleanse, we can actually go right into the light, cure, and the nail is completely done.
Yeah. She's curing for a minute. It's an LED lamp that we have from KUPA, in case anybody's wondering.
Beautiful geode nail. Now, I would like to, I'm hoping I can see, Richard, if you can get like a really good shot, like down that barrel. You can see that it's nice and straight, but it's not fat. It didn't gain some weight. We used the corset.
Yeah, corset and the Spanx.
We have our nice finish. So even though it looks like there's depth, like there's like a hole that's been cut out with all of those sparkles, it's definitely not there.
Katie Oliveras.
Oh.
She's so proud to say she's gotten her nails done by the best nail tech ever. Miss you so much, Phoenix. P.S. You're still coming back to Sydney to do my nails for the wedding.
I have to come back for the wedding. I saw your post yesterday where your sister has just left for the military, and my heart is with your family and you and your mom, and I'm really proud of you guys. So.
More people wanting to be ambassadors. That was really sweet.
That is sweet.
So cute. And then other people answering questions for other people.
Oh,
like, you can tell who the regulars are in here, you know, like.
Let me answer this question.
Needs Norwood's like, hey Tina, don't worry, there's going to be discount codes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thanks, niece.
Yeah, that's great. So we are going to do another nail. So that one is good. You guys good with that? Everybody happy?
Yeah, she's going to do another nail.
Yeah.
Heather's asking how we get our phones to stay in the cradles, and honestly, it's just, I sit it in there. I don't know if I'm on camera right now just yet, but you just set it in, and it's really, I mean,
it's
these
the passport
two
cradle,
bumps,
right?
I think, just depends. If you have the smaller one, it fits in between, but if you have the bigger one like mine, it rests right on it. But it holds your KUPA passport, or it holds your phone. And it works great for live.
I think it could hold your French fries.
Answer questions. So hold your French fries. Hold my Starbucks and my fries. So what's our next nail going to be?
Well, so this is what I was thinking. Okay, so I would like to show how to do an extended nail bed with our beautiful cover pink. Of course, still a stiletto, because that's a great nail to show you. But I want to throw this out to our audience. Is there anything that you would like to see? Now, if you want to, you have to say like right now. You have to respond right now as to what you'd like to see. But it has to be black, purple.
Has to be in the purple.
Oh, yeah.
Has to be in
black,
the family.
purple.
Let's have, while I'm getting the answers, let's show all 10 nails on your hands, Lisa.
So, okay, you're ready?
Hopefully, Tom will go to the little bit wider. There's the naked nail, still waiting for your suggestions if you want to.
This poor little sad nail.
I want to suggest you guys give me something that's not on her nails, only because what you see has been done, will be on YouTube live, on the KUPA TV live. So I'm getting, so I've gotten color blocking. Ooh, Mindy Jones, a purple rose. Ombre.
Okay.
They're really sharing. This is awesome.
So here's the thing about color blocking. Okay, so let's talk about that for just a second. I would love to show you color blocking. I know how to do it. But to do color blocking on a form is nearly impossible. Yeah. Okay, now you can do a lot of like control with your brush, but to really get those really strict, harsh lines that you would use either a razor blade or a cutter for, those really needs to be on top of a tip. So, I mean, we can definitely do that, not at this moment, but I can definitely
getting more
like,
3D.
Okay,
3D
lots of 3D stuff.
But aren't you is in love with the purple. Just so you know.
But aren't you getting ready to do a 3D tutorial? Like that's coming down the pipeline.
Oh, that's one of the classes.
Oh, okay.
No, it's different. The other girls go crazy. Butterfly wing.
Oh yeah, if you're on the cruise, you're gonna be learning that one.
I've gotten 4 ombres.
Ombres. So we could do like, so here's kind of an example of an ombre. This is like more of a fade. So is that something like that? But maybe we could do like
ombre with 3D. Now they're trying to combine them. Now they're trying to combine them. Way to go, Lucy Perez.
Nice.
More 3D, encapsulated 3D. I want to see ombre, Madame B, and purple glitter. That's Heather, because she needs to add to her other 20 colors.
Oh my goodness, you're so cute.
Somebody's saying Diana Hutton, glass look, Barbara Fairs. Oh, butterfly.
Yeah.
Jen is a glitter, so straight black or purple. Glitter nail would be great. Negative space. Smile lines. Yours are the best. Flattery will get you all everywhere.
Everywhere. Just stop it some
ombre
more.
With 3 colors.
Ombre with 3 colors.
That's
we could do that. I just wanted to be able to like, for those of you that have taken the time to like really tap into us, we want to be able to give you what it is that you want to see. So that's like a form of appreciation that we can show your way. And how nice is it that you're sitting at home watching this, or in your shop watching this? Like that's pretty cool, right? You can get this kind of education from afar. That's pretty exciting.
In your comfy clothes.
I'm in a pencil skirt. You can't see it, but I'm in a pencil skirt.
I'm jealous of everybody who's watching from home, and my joke yesterday was someday we're all going to be here in our pajamas.
A jammy nail party.
Doing a live in our pajamas with our cocktail.
Like an evening lady nail party would be so fun.
Yeah.
Think about that. And we could do, oh my goodness.
Suki's cute. He goes, what would Phoenix want to do? I want to see what Phoenix.
What is Phoenix
special? What? The Phoenix special.
Oh, the Phoenix special.
The Phoenix special.
Coming down the pipeline.
Yeah. You got a hi.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, from Mo Henderson, Mo Marlene Henderson. I would like to say hi to your model, Lisa, from Mo in Spokane.
Hi, Mo. Miss you.
Yeah, you can't have a caliber of Lisa modeling and not get a hi to her. Come on,
she was one of my students when I was teaching in Idaho. So I loved her, and
what part of Idaho were you
I was in Coeur d'Alene,
Idaho. I love Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I know something kind of weird about the lake there.
Okay.
Like, topic of conversation in the nail salon. That's one of the best places to hide a body.
Oh my God. Okay. That's interesting.
Don't tell secrets.
Just go listen to True Crime Podcast. I got a Russian almond with 3D flower.
I would love to do Russian almond.
But she'd have one Russian almond. Then it would be on the wrong nail. She's on her middle nail. Yeah. But that is awesome. Karaoke nail party.
Oh.
Yeah, until you hear me sing.
Those are supposed to be quiet.
I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to hear me sing. I only sing in the shower and in the car. I'm a one-girl band.
Okay, I want to show you guys something else. They didn't show you this on this the last nail that I did. Of course, we did our little wings. We still have everything coming out here. But this is where the edge of that nail, the tip of that nail is coming. So you see all this extra. Now, what's amazing about these amazing forms is that they are perforated. So you could actually just pop that edge off. Sometimes when I'm putting on the form, though, I like to make sure that it is nice and straight all the way down. So once it's on there, you can just grab your scissors and just cut that little extra off.
I want to show something too when you cut that off, because most people don't realize this now, or maybe actually here, I'll do it on Richard's. She actually lined her tabs of her forms up. So when you're sticking your forms closed. If you're not lining those up, they're crooked.
Right.
And most people don't know that something as important as lining up those two stickers makes such a difference.
And if you're working on yourself, like that can be really hard to get this nail and you're like trying to pinch that. I show people how to just put those two little pieces together and then you have almost like a little handle you can put on there, and that they're completely like symmetrical with each other. If you don't do that and one side is off like this, what that does is it twists your nail. Okay, so you're sitting here, and unless you're trying to do that, which is not really recommended, but if you make sure it's nice and straight as opposed to twisted, that's very important with structure. If you don't, you'll lose your structural integrity. And when you're doing nails, I mean, these are like 3-inch long stilettos. Mine are. Lisa's aren't. I wouldn't do that to you.
Phoenix, you just joined the chat. How is that even possible?
I just joined the chat.
Yeah, it says Phoenix Field Camp Vandyke just joined. That is so funny.
It's lying.
And I beg to differ. Janet Count in karaoke with Elaine. Practice does not make perfect. Practice just hurts more people. I love y'all too much to go singing for you. I'll stick to nails. I'll stay in my lane.
There was an old movie theater where I grew up that they would play old movies like around Valentine's Day. They do like Casablanca and things like that, which are really fun.
Those are fun.
Yeah, but every year they would do ladies' night out, and it was a pajama party, and women all wore pajamas, and they went and they played like some fantastic chick flick.
That's cool.
And it was a good time.
Sarah Bradley again to you, Lisa. Shout out to you. Your nails are amazing. She's so jelly.
Like, do you see these nail beds?
Yeah, she does have really nice nail beds.
I'm so grateful for you. So I used Love, which is the acid-free nail primer. Now, when you're using a primer that has acid in it, first off, it's acid. It's going to burn you. You have to be really careful. Use it super sparingly. Just because this one is acid-free doesn't mean that you just like slop it all over the nail. Okay, you can't do that. Make sure that you use it just a little bit. Of course, here we used it on her nail. It looks almost like a little bit shiny. It's because it's double-sided sticky tape. That's the best description for this. Mm-hmm. It really takes your natural nail and it prepares it to be able to receive that enhancement. Okay, so don't overuse it, because if you overuse it, you could actually cause lifting. So something to remember, okay?
I'm going to fire off a few because they're really busy in here.
Oh my goodness, that's
Jennifer
great.
Nail Nana Worth says, this is a $300 class online for free. Thank you, Phoenix and Kupa. So true. Thank you. Heather Lundquist, it's Lisa Wong. I know you know this name. Lisa goes to all the networkings too. She's pretty famous in her own right. Phoenix, do you prefer using forms or tips? Comes from Lucy Perez.
Okay, that's a great question, and one that I am asked a lot. I prefer sculpting. I also know that there are times and places that using a tip is appropriate as well. I think that structurally, that's why I like to use a form, like to get a true stiletto, to get a Russian almond, to get a pipe. Anything like that is hard to achieve with a tip. You have to use a form for that. And I know there's people out there that would disagree. Let me preface it this way. My training came from Europe. And so if you were to go to Europe and say, hey, I need this amazing nail and do it on a tip, they would laugh at you. So on that note, I did somebody's nails that was such an extreme nail biter. I'm going to tell you, she was a model. Okay. Oh. I think she's a nail biter because that's all she was allowed to eat. Oh, so she chewed her nails.
So we have to let her chew her nails.
So bad. In that situation, it was really best that I was able to use a tip until she got all of that natural nail growth out, and then we were able to come through and resculpt. So I hope that answers your question. I wasn't like trying to dance around it. It's just both. So
Sandra Harvey, of course you can watch from the beginning, because as soon as the broadcast ends, of course we will throw it up so everybody can enjoy it over and over and over again.
Aww.
They're laughing at our laughs. They're having a good time.
They're laughing at our laughs.
We're entertaining.
We're just infectious.
Yeah, Hemi just joined.
Hey,
Hemi. She was
Girl.
missing all the NTNA talk, so another competitor.
Her
I need
ears
to
must have
memorize
been
everybody.
burning.
God, I
It must have
apologize if there's an NTNA person in the room and I didn't recognize your name and I
If
haven't
you
brought attention.
if you're NTNA,
Yeah.
like
You should
shout
post
out.
it,
Somebody be in
seriously.
there.
Yeah.
If you're an NTNA, you know KUPA is like taking care of you.
Yeah,
So
we're
you
huge
need to
supporters. Oh, Tatiana Stewart, smart. She's sending you private messages with questions already.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Please do. Please
Yeah.
do. I did set my Apple Watch to silent, so it's not vibrating right now, but I will check it. I will definitely check
Julia
it.
Carpenter. Hey, Phoenix, miss your face.
You want to talk about somebody who has some super extreme nails. If you guys don't know Julia Carpenter, Julia, just answer real quickly. Do you have like your 7-inch gel fingernail on right now? Because I'd like to know if you did.
I'll let you know if she is.
Yeah, if you
for sure.
respond. And then if you guys don't know who she is, you probably need to go and follow her. Because like she did a geode that looked like a geode that was all rough, edge cut.
wow.
And she wears 7-inch long gel nails.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
Wow.
So.
Michelle Baker wants to know if your thumbs are double jointed.
Oh no, but that's a funny
But
question.
you have a more of a significant bend at your knuckle than I do.
I do.
Yeah.
All my fingers do that. Actually.
Yeah.
It's a funny question. My friends used to say, "What are you pointing at?" It looks like it. Look at that.
That is
I guess,
hysterical.
I guess. Yeah.
Michaela Jean is asking if you like the dip method.
Okay. That's a great question.
Can of worms, meat
Yeah.
We're just talking about it a lot is all. It's just really funny.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Now, I've been in the industry for 23 years, lots and lots and lots of years, and I've seen a lot of changes in the industry. The dip system is not something that's new, but I feel like now that we have the advances of technology that we have now, we have the chemical compliance that we have now, that there is a dip system out there that I like. I know.
Me too.
Right.
There's only one out there I like.
There's only one that I like. And I actually just was able to play with it just a couple weeks ago, and I did a full set of dip nails on myself.
Don't you feel like you're coming out?
I know,
I feel like I don't
sorry.
admit that I really like dip systems, but I really love my Dipfinity.
I hated the old
Yeah.
dip systems, but now
Yeah.
KUPA has a new system. It's called Dipfinity.
Yeah.
And I know even Suki and I were talking, we're like, can't you call it something else? Because it's not the traditional dip system you guys are used to.
No.
So definitely.
Dipfinity is what happens when you take somebody with nail tech know-how who's already been down that road before.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
says, good Lord, can't we evolve this and do something that feels more, I don't know. That it's so much better. I wear it.
is.
I wear it because I want to.
It's
So
it's
you
definitely-
have that dip. Come out of the closet with
I
us.
did. I came out of the closet.
Come out of the
right
closet
this
with
second.
us and be a dipper.
I really like the Dipfinity. So someone and I'm so sorry I forgot who asked if I used sculpting or tips, but when you're using the Dipfinity system, if you want an extension, you can extend using a tip, and that is
I extend,
fantastic
but I
thing.
also sculpted. The other day I had to do my fill and I forgot to take home my tips in case, and I got dogs. I broke a nail. I had to fix it. And I didn't have my tips, so I just put a form on and was able to sculpt it. And that's not a surprise. I knew this was possible. We just haven't shown it yet. Yeah, and Barbara, I love my buddy Barbara Fairs. She's going, no cyanoacrylates. Heck, yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't miss the burn.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, what nail glue, cyanoacrylate, nail resin, that burn on the eyes and the nose. Yeah,
So I did talk about this a little bit yesterday, a little bit more in depth. So if you can definitely tune into our YouTube video from yesterday. But I did use the cover pink that I just mixed. Okay, so the recipe is in the video from yesterday. But in addition to that cover, I came across and I did just a very small line or small amount of just the pink.
Clear pink.
Yeah, it's like transparent. You can see through it. And what that does is, have you ever seen a nail that's just like this solid cover pink and you don't get the sun that comes through it and it looks fakey.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you went to a department store and you bought some press-ons and you slapped it on. We as professionals, we have the power to prevent that fakey look. And if you take just a translucent pink and put it on top of your cover, it allows the sunlight to go through to the cover pink and it looks very natural. It's very beautiful. Plus you're able to have more of a crisp free edge when you do that as well. Okay?
My nails have become a topic of conversation now.
Your nails?
Yeah,
oh,
Suki's
good.
laughing because he's like, my dog broke my nails, let him have them because he loves my dog. I don't know why. He thinks he loves Crazy May, but he hasn't met her yet, so he doesn't know.
I love it.
But Heather is asking, what happened to my nails? They're shorter. Yeah, holidays are over. I got work to do. I would love to wear long almonds all the time, but honestly, for me, doing my nails is like cleaning my bedroom as a teenager. It's something I just don't have time for. So the reason I'm doing the Definity is because I just want to get it done.
Easy.
And it's fast and easy and I'm done.
One and done.
Yeah.
One and done.
Someday when I make Richard really rich and I get rich in the process, I'll just have Phoenix do my nails.
Whatever.
every
I'll
other
still
week.
be standing here
Yeah.
like teaching.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people have taken their extended free edge, their nail bed, I'm sorry, not free edge, their extended nail bed, and they can take a file like this and they can actually file that smile line so it's nice and crisp. I want to show you how to use an e-file to achieve the same exact thing. Now here's one of the things, if you're to use a regular file like this and you're going like this to get around your free edge or your extended nail bed, if you press down, you lose the seal on your form and then you get seepage underneath and you don't want that. So that's where using an e-file and having a gentle touch, just knowing your power, the power that comes in this amazing machine, that you can actually achieve that same thing. Or have you ever done like a beautiful French manicure and you go and you get in the corner and you start filing and you knock out that corner?
Oh.
Like I know all of you guys have done that. I've done it and it sucks. It's awful. You're like, that was a beautiful nail and I just ruined it. This is one of those little tricks that you can use. So actually I'm coming in and use it right along the edge here. And this is a cone.
I love this. Yesterday you did the hand file.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and less opportunity to dislodge, say, your nail form, I think, because you're not really pressing on the form.
Right? It's actually just the acrylic.
I had so many comments of I completely understand about keeping my nails short. So I want to thank you all for validating my laziness. I have no time. Everybody else feels the same way. It is what it is. That is awesome.
And I'm really trying to not get my head like in that shot, but it's hard to make sure you can see. Okay. So there we go.
Beautiful.
Nice, crisp edge. It's going to be nice. And then, so let's see, we were going to do some black, some marbly things on the tip. Sound good, everybody? Yeah? Thumbs up if you agree. Okay, let's do some silver. Let's do some black. And, glitter. More glitter.
Christine Reese is asking, because she's a new nail tech, what kind of e-file should we buy? Duh, Kupa. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I say duh because I'm going to say, listen, I only started officially working for, Kupa last year, but I've been using a Kupa since 1995 when I was just 5 years old. So you should be, seriously, save your time, effort, and money. Go for a good e-file. It'll last you. It's the most important tool you'll have. It'll save your joints. This isn't one of those decisions you want to make where you're like, I'll just buy a cheap one because it won't be the same. Just trust me in that. Or if you're close by, come to one of our classes. All of our students use the KUPA Mani Pro Passport in our classes. So you don't even have to bring whatever you got. You show up and you get to use what I call the Bentley of e-files in our classes. So yeah, give it a test drive.
It is true. It is a beautiful machine, and there is no vibration to it. It doesn't get hot as you're using it. Like it's a beautiful machine.
Dana's like me. Dana Cecil says she's only ever used KUPA e-files. That's because they last so long. You never get to buy another one. Barbara Fairs too. Love it.
Well, clearly you guys are Kupa lovers. That's why you're here.
Heather Lundquist, she is. Everybody's like calling out that they have them. That's awesome.
Aww.
Ooh, that one's long.
But you see how crisp that smile line is now?
Yeah. Tess Holthus. Hello, Phoenix. Always beautiful work. She definitely knows her stuff. Still my fave nail tech ever.
Aww. I'm blowing kisses to you.
Yeah. Del Brenda is asking if we're going to be at New York IBS. No.
Are you in that area? Yeah. Are you in New York?
Del, are you in that area? Let's see what she says. Michaela Jean agrees. It's definitely your best investment to get the right e-file. Jennifer Worth, Kupa for 20 years. You started when you were 5 years old too.
I love it.
Dana Olivier, I've had mine 12, so she started at 5. Look at all of us starting nails at 5 years old.
I actually great nail tech.
I feel sorry for anybody who doesn't get that joke.
Yeah, right.
Like what?
Right. What? You really were 5?
What are they talking about?
I'm going to tell you, while I'm working on this nail, I'm going to tell you a little bit of like my story is how I got into nails, because I feel like if you knew why I do what I do, you'd be like, "Aw, she's gonna do nails until she dies." It's okay, and I am. I'm just telling you. So, it all started when I was a baby. Haha. Like literally.
In the womb. When she got her first whiff of glitter.
Yeah, I was like, oh, monomer. No, I tripped over a chair when I was an infant, and I caught all 8 of my fingers in the broiler oven.
And burned them.
Yeah, all 8 of my fingers were burned. 8. 2 thumbs, not 10 fingers. 8 fingers were burned. And so my mom hates it when I tell this story, and I'm like, Mom, don't hate that I tell this story. Like, this is why I am who I am. It's okay. And so she, as they healed, I still have scars. I still have scars to this day. And then when I was 7, I had a finger that was cut off in the hinge side of a solid wood door, and they did plastic surgery to replace it. Yeah, all sorts of traumatic.
So I'm gonna say your mom has a very strong heart.
Oh, she has
must
to.
have been scaring the crap out of her.
Her and my dad both. Oh, and I had a sister that fell off the trampoline and off the bunk beds, and just like all kinds of crazy stuff like that. We were like tomboys. We grew up in Wyoming. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I hated my hands. I would chew my nails, and my nail beds are very, they're very thin, and my nails are thin, and they shred easily, and I would bite them, and they're ugly. I didn't like my hands. Mm-hmm. When I was 15, my mom's friend went to nail school, and she gave me my very first full set of nails. Mm. We're talking like clear back in the early 90s when these tips that had these deep wells that were cut out of them, and anyways, she didn't even blend the wells. Like, you could see the wells through the nails that she did on me, and the smile lines were like smiley. They were like, right?
I hope you got that on camera.
That was great. Just see, it was that look.
Mine were too. Huh? Our first set.
First sets of nails. I think all of you that have done a nail like that, you're like, yeah, that's not what I aspire to be, right? So, anyways, it didn't matter. I felt so beautiful. That I had this set of nails. And that was when I was 15. I promptly went to nail school. 6 months later, at the age of 16, I had to drive 60 miles one way and 60 miles back every day through the summer between my sophomore and junior year in high school. Now, you want to hear something else? This is like turnabout is fair play is how they say that. My best friend in high school, we have actually been friends since we were in 6th grade. About 5 years ago, she went to nail school. She now owns a nail salon where we grew up in Wyoming. But, I was one of the first people that found out she was pregnant. I was the person that, we would stay up at my salon until, 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And, we just had an amazing relationship. And to this day, we have an amazing relationship. So, I don't know if she's watching, but Anna, I love you, and I'm proud of you for doing what you're doing. So...
Lots of reactions coming to your story.
Is that like the sweetest
really
story?
Sweet. Yeah, everybody. I want to say Sandra Harvey was drunk smile lines, because that was pretty funny.
It feels like it.
Yeah, right? A lot of them. recalling there first, Tatiana says her grandma gave her 90s caboodle of polish when she was 10, and there was her launch into it.
Caboodles.
Yeah.
That's like saying
all of them
trapper
are reacting
keeper.
to your story, though, so let's not just pave over the fact that all of her fingers were burned and she continued on.
But like
even after she cut a finger off and had it replaced.
Put it back on.
Like, Lord, your fingers.
But now it's like, I know that nails can make you feel like a queen. They can make you feel so
Somebody, by the way, just
beautiful.
called you Queen of Nails. Really
oh my
funny.
gosh,
Psychic
really?
Jen Anastasio, she left to go pick up her kid really quick and came back and is back. Sad she missed a beautiful nail application, but I just want to say don't be sad because, Jen, it will all go up on KUPA Facebook page and you can watch it.
And look, we can give her a peek.
You can watch it, slow it down, rewind it.
Look. Peek.
There you go.
Peek.
Okay, and then everybody else, stay tuned. If you hadn't, I haven't even chimed in because we've been so engrossed in what she's doing. But we do have a giveaway at the end. We are giving away our Dipfinity starter kit, and then of course all of you will still be able to take part in our 25% off till Friday night. So
that's awesome.
Keep going, girl.
I love it. No, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually cleaning my brush. So what I do is, I was talking with a couple technicians the other day about this, that they have like a big container and they put their monomer in it and they just put their lid on it all the time. Something that I've been taught, and I've actually practiced this forever, is only pour enough monomer into your dish that you'll use it for that particular client. And the little bit that's left, if you just take it and use that to clean your brush, monomer is the only thing that needs to be on your brush, right? You would never put acetone in your hair. You'd never, put alcohol in your hair. So just use your monomer. That's the best way to clean your brush. So.
Also, I want to invite you all to join our new KUPA group. I'll have Rachel post it on the KUPA Facebook page so that you can quickly and easily link to it. But don't miss all the discussions that are going on. It's really cute because the community is helping each other and we're answering questions. And, there's going to come a time where we're going to make it a private group. So once everybody is in there, you're in. And everybody else that wants to join is just going to have to be invited.
Is it private
You did
now?
do it private now, so how are we gonna? We're gonna go public. Richard right here is saying, Rachel, make it public, so that we should just do that after Facebook Lives. Make it public, let you guys come in, and then we close it up again. Yeah. But we'll continue to invite people. We don't want it to be elitist or anything. We're trying to
whatever.
Keep
It's totally elitist.
We're trying, kind of. You know what it is? We're trying to keep it so it's not. Once they get really big, they kind of lose that intimacy.
Yeah.
And then you get that one bad apple that just starts to rot the other. Yeah. So we're trying to keep it where it's very warm, friendly, informative, educational. Join. Rachel will get that up for you.
Upbuilding, definitely. I feel like if you surround yourself with people that are like-minded, that maybe have the same goals that you do, and I guess, so my husband and I like to exercise. We like to do CrossFit, and one of my husband's favorite sayings is that the last one going, or the last one to finish, gets the most cheers. And it's because if you work together, and there's been times like I would be the last one. I'm clearly not super fit, but I would be the last one working out, and people would jump down and they would finish working out with me because that's what pushed me to keep going. I feel like our nail community can really be the same way. Nobody needs to feel superior to anyone else. Like, we're all here to make other people feel amazing, right? We're all here to make a living.
Yep. Gotta bring each other up, no bringing each other down. Jess always says that on our Facebook Lives when I'm in the tech seat and she's the host. She loves, we call it our old school nail chat in here because we're all just chatting and everybody's sharing and providing info.
So here's this spectacular
Okay, so
data.
I have to give Lisa Luffy an answer. Lisa's dying to know what Lisa keeps looking up at. LOL, a monitor. How can you be a nail nail tech in this seat and not watch what's going on when it's like humongous. I know.
And I huge screen TV.
Yeah, I get lucky because the camera's either always on you or on that nail, so I keep sneaking peeks up there.
I don't even know what she's looking at.
It is like it's huge. It is HD. You can't move that far because of the lights, huh?
She has like
Richard
a 3-foot fingernail.
Oh wow.
That's what she's
Hang on 1 second. Did you lose? You didn't lose. Tom, do we still have feed? Because I've just gotten a play button. Can anybody in the chat confirm with me that we are still live? It is. Okay.
Good.
For some reason, mine isn't going, and I don't think yours is either. You're getting a low battery. That's the only reason why. But when I get two confirming something's goofy, I need to make sure. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're still here.
We're here. Okay.
Rachel has confirmed a text message. We're still alive.
We're still alive. Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason we should get cut off. Listen, if Phoenix wants to keep, or I know I just gave Tom is saying in my ear here, I freaked him out and gave Mark.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
Sorry, Tom. Love you, Tom. Yeah, Rachel's my eye in the sky. She sends me text messages. Y'all don't know it, but I've been kind of keeping an eye on who the winner is announced, because I kind of may or may not already know, but I'm not telling.
Don't tell me about
Can't
it.
tell to the end. Everybody is cute. Everybody's saying, you're fine, still live. Yes.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I love it.
I love this.
Yeah.
So what is everybody doing today? Are you in the salon? What are you doing? Like, shout out to us.
Yeah.
Are you at home? Some of you picked up kids. That means you're like an amazing parent.
I have a good one for you because they do stick so well. Dominique Walker wants to know, to remove the form, would you ever use the pointed end of your pusher to loosen the form from underneath the nail or even your thumbnail?
You know, you can. I feel like just removing them, like, kind of gently, and I like
pinch your technique, going over the top of the knuckle.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pulling it over
to let
here,
it off
and
easy.
just kind of pull it this way. Yep, seems to work a little better.
Heather Lundquist is answering questions. I'm still making her a team member. Somebody must have asked, I missed it, like, do we ship somewhere? And Heather goes, Dell, they ship anywhere FedEx goes. And she's 100% right, because she's a regular. I love that you're helping other people. You guys are so awesome. Michelle Baker's icing her new knee and watching us. Michelle, get well soon. I saw you got a really awesome Christmas gift. Congratulations.
But you know what, my friend Michelle, I'm super excited to see you at some of the shows that are coming up where you're not hurting so much. So I'm excited for you.
These are answers to your question, actually. At home in Vegas from Christy Reese.
Okay.
At home today, Emmy Sokol. China, I took off just for Kupa. Dana's sitting in her dining room watching this amazing live. Heather's at home. I'm stay-at-home mom. SAHM. Oh, it's a good thing I knew that. I don't even have children. I knew that. Home-based nail tech. No clients today. Just a chill day. Stacy's in the shop working on a set of nail gloves. What's nail gloves? Stacy, tell us about this.
Nail gloves.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sounds like a tutorial.
At work but not working. Can't stop watching. Work can't wait. Can wait. That's Brittany.
Brittany.
Yeah. Dana Hutton is at work waiting for a client, teaching the hairstylists all about nails. Keep sharing the love, girl. Share the love.
I love it.
Michaela Jean's at the salon. See you. Serena Blay is at home waiting to win. I love that. Jennifer Worth is watching you, highlight of the day, getting inspired. Oh my God, I can't even. I'm scrolling. I can't even. Good. Oh my God, you guys are awesome.
Amazing.
I love it. Spring cleaning, doing petty.
Spring? It's January.
I know, I thought I saw that as I was scrolling by. I scrolled so fast.
Cleaning.
There's so many.
I love it.
Oh, I love it.
I like the interaction. Like, that definitely keeps us going, too.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, super.
It's like producing a television show every week now, so it's like having their people. Like, I wish y'all would answer me when I go, give me some show ideas to this extent. Like, throw me some show ideas on my Facebook page.
Send them to me and I'll send them to her.
Yeah, send them to my Facebook page. Don't do it in this scroll. Don't do it in this scroll. Like, send it to me. I need help. I need suggestions. It's hard to produce this show. Yeah.
Yes.
Or yeah, in our
group.
KUPA group. I'm gonna open that thread. In the KUPA group, all of our members, we're gonna have a chat over ideas for future KUPA shows. For sure. Niece. At work mentally preparing for my nail client later.
Oh, we all have those, don't we?
Yeah.
So that's actually kind of a good topic. Like, what are some of the things that you do to prepare yourself? Like, are you careful?
Martinis.
Like, I definitely think that would be
Martini and
acceptable. We all have clients that can sometimes stress us out, but it's okay.
Heather Lundquist is offering to fly in and be a hand model and wants to know if I'll pick her up at the airport.
She won't pick you up.
I made Phoenix Uber. It was late night on Sunday, I'm not going to lie. But I picked her up every day.
Every
we
day.
had dinner and I'm taking her to the airport
Starbucks,
tonight. Yeah, we take good care of our guests. We'll take good care of you, I promise.
I've had so much fun. I feel like it's been just such an honor to be here.
Yeah. Oh, you've inspired. Tina Pollen's heading to do my nails after this. Thanks for the inspiration.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good question. Jen Atanazi. I'm going to screw her name up every time. She wants to know if you were to hand file all these nails, would that file last for the whole set? I'm so sick of files that just don't cut it.
Yes, actually it would. It would last for the whole set. I would probably be able to use that same file several times over on this particular client. But we can talk about that for a second. You know, part of the way that you save your files is with your application. So if you make your application really good and you don't make it too thick, you're almost like filing with your brush, honestly. That's really just learning control, learning your portion, your ratios, like those are super important. People keep saying you have like this gentle touch, Well, a lot of it is just recognizing, you know, where you need to put what acrylic ball to make everything look right. So
Niece Norwood just made the most incredible comment. She says, I'm so nervous. Her client wants a pink and white set, and I'm a new tech, so I get nervous a lot. Do you want to know something, Niece? We all have our own nerves over different reasons, and you think you've accomplished a hurdle, and you just add another one to your life. You know, I thought I was really comfortable doing nails until I sat across from Rihanna. The first time I sat across from Rihanna, I turned into a nail tech who just left school. So, you know what? We all have we all have our nerves. You know, it's just, we're not all voicing them all the time, so you're not alone. I've, 20-something years I've been doing it. I'm still nervous at times.
You know, pink and white is one of those that we all have felt the pink and white like demon. We have all felt it. So you're definitely not alone. I love that you said that. You're definitely not alone.
No.
Look at this fantastic nail. It's really pretty. I'm actually going to do a little bit of artwork on it with our little secret thing that we do. So let's go ahead and cure that. Do you see how beautiful that is, everybody?
That's going to be a
I'm
glossy
get it, like, right
one.
here.
That one's really pretty.
See, that was so pretty.
Very nice.
Okay, go ahead and throw your hand in the light. I'm going to pick up a little bit of my messes.
You're getting a lot of make sense. Smoother the application, the less filing, which is so true.
You know, one of the things...
And it's not a disposable item.
It's
when
not.
you're applying the nail, I mean, maybe the form. Let's call that the disposable item.
Yeah, that would be disposable, definitely.
You need it anyway. So if you just master your brush, then you'll save on the files or on your e-file or on your bits.
That's part of it. The other... What?
Tina Pollen. Rihanna would make Jesus blush. She made me blush. She's a busy woman. Yeah.
I was actually just going to say that... I forget what I was going to say. It doesn't matter.
I do it all the time.
No, okay, this is what I was going to say. Okay, talking about like your application. So as... like being a nail tech for well over 20 years, there was things that they taught you, like if you piled your acrylic and then you would file it down into shape. There's two problems with that. One is, of course, your files are going to be like you're losing your files left and right, and
your
always
body
like,
using
and your
them.
body, like your shoulders and your elbows and your wrists. The other thing is that you've just lost a lot of money in product. You guys know how expensive it is to go to anywhere. The online orders or to go to a store to buy nail products is expensive. So if you can control the amount of product that you're putting on and applying, and then you're going and filing, you have very little that you're losing in the form of like waste. So something else to remember, if anything, if you're money motivated, that's just a really good thing to remember. Like, just save the money, don't pile and file. Just use your brush to make it right.
Yeah, and then use the 25% off to get it. FB Live. Lindsay Halsted says she's getting nervous over her timing, hate rushing because I feel like such a perfectionist. And then earlier I read somebody else saying the same thing about timing and perfecting their timing. And I'm going to say this. Even at my peak, when I was doing full days, every day in the salon, my clients knew I was not a rushing tech. I was a slow tech. Because like she said, I was a perfectionist and I wanted to have a beautiful set. I let my clients know that. I'm like, listen, this is going to be like a sit-down dinner. I'm a sit-down dinner. If you want fast food, go over to McDonald's. I won't be your girl. But if you want an amazing set of nails for the amount of money you're paying, you know, then you want it to be a sit-down dinner and enjoyable. And I'll tell you, I kept the people who wanted my services and didn't mind the sit-down dinner. And I let all the fast food chains have the other ones. So...
And that's completely okay.
Yeah.
It's completely
Niece
okay.
is laughing at don't pile and file.
Don't pile and file. Really like, cute. You remember, like, I don't know how long you've been doing nails, but that is something that we remember. I think Jennifer, I'm sure you remember that. Don't pile and file.
Yeah. I feel like back in the day we were allowed to take our time. And then the, you know, walk-in salons came along and people were able to walk in, get it done quick and get out, and it's putting like unnecessary nerves on all of you who don't work like that, like don't feel like that.
And you don't have to work like that. You can have a niche. You can be a specialist in your field. It's really okay.
So I'm getting some questions about the brush you're using.
What I'm doing?
Yeah, because it's like, well, the brush, I'm just going to let them know it's one of our Artfinity brushes.
Yep.
And like, 3 hairs. It's awesome for doing line work, which is what she's doing.
Yep.
She's mixed some of the earlier TripTych powders in with the soak off gel, the top gloss soak off gel. My brain is starting to quit.
I know, it's like done.
Or my mouth and my brain aren't connecting.
They're not
right now.
matching anymore.
So she's able to do these fine line details, and she's using all of the same products that have just been sitting on her table and utilizing them. Pretty cool.
I like to try and use different things, for example, like this, because you know, we're nail hoarders. It's like sparkly, I have to have it, right? So we have all of these products and we think, how am I going to use it? How am I going to use it? This is just thinking out of the box a little bit, and you're able to do artwork with what you have right at home.
Yeah.
So, or in your salon. I didn't mean at home, but you know what I'm saying. So,
Michaela Jean, what's your favorite nail art brush? Even if it's just a shape, like, do you have a favorite shape?
You know,
I've seen you use that shape a lot.
Yeah, this one I was like, long.
I'm baiting you now because I keep watching you do this, and I've seen this. I recognize your artwork because you do this. What you're doing right now is a signature thing to me. When I see pictures, I think it's you.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll know.
So is it usually the shape brush that you're doing it?
It's long bristles. Like, let me show you. Okay, so it's long bristles. So it is that probably 3/4 of an inch bristle, and really only about 3 hairs. Now this is one of those, I'm going to show you this on top of my hand. I don't know if you can like zoom in, but I actually take a brush before I ever use it, and I do swirls on going both directions on the top of my hand. And if the bristles follow when I do a swirl both directions, then I know I can control my bristles. If the bristles are too thick, or if they're plastic, that's something I found, like sometimes there's a really strange synthetic that doesn't like to maneuver or bend. It's not one that I'm going to use, because I use my brushes like this. I balance myself, I use my brush perpendicular, and I go like this, like with these swirls, because that's where you can change the shape of your artwork. It's just something that I've learned for myself. If I get a new brush and I go like this and I'm trying to clean it out and train it, and there's a hair that goes off like this, I'll just cut it off. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So,
Jillian Peel, what do you use to clean that art brush?
Actually, this art brush, I would just use a tiny bit of monomer, clean that out.
Let's see.
Okay, I like how that's looking. I really want to do a little swirl over here. You guys okay with a little swirl?
You go for it.
Do a little swirl.
One girl got kicked out but dove right back in.
Oh, I'm
She's
sorry
back.
you got
I
kicked
know.
out. Thanks for coming
That's not
back.
very hospitable.
That
We
was
don't
not
kick our
very
people
loving. Yeah, we didn't mean that.
So pretty. Now we're all staring at the big screen.
Yeah, everyone's looking up.
Jennifer Worth says the class time has now gone up to a $400 value class for free.
I just love you. And
Yeah.
I'm so...
Send her a bill.
Yeah.
You can send your bill to, not bill, send your donations to Phoenix. Richard's just bringing it to you guys for free.
I'll apply it to a new passport.
Yeah, I love it. It really
I
is
think
cool,
that's
you know.
good.
These are the opportunities to get free education, and y'all are taking advantage of it, and you're very wise for that. Perfect job. Oh, Vitaly. We've been talking about him too.
We have been talking about you.
I have to ask you sometimes. I heard Alex pronounce it Vitali, and I've heard you Vitaly. So now I'm on the fence. So
I don't even know how to
when
say it.
When I see you again, we are gonna have a talk about who's
How
right.
to say your name.
But anyways, perfect job, perfect technique. We were talking about you in the car today.
We were. I hope your ears were burning. It was
People
all good things.
probably think we sit in the car and just list names. I talked about you today.
No.
You said 3 hearts.
Oh, it's
Talent.
always
He's
like
a talent.
really good things. It's always really good things.
Tatiana Stewart wants to know, is that brush sold separately? I think so. I'm going to have Rachel answer that question better, because what she'll do is put a link to it to KupaInc.com where you can buy it, and it'll be much easier.
And we just love this. It's like little like raindrops.
Tracy Dunnigan.
Tracy.
Yeah, she says, looks beautiful, Phoenix. Hi, ladies. And we were talking about you, too.
We talk about you too.
That's what happens when you put 2 people together who know so many people.
We know
just go off in
everybody.
tangents.
That's
And
all it
to be
is.
fair, she has been riding with me to work and back, and it's a 2-hour commute one way.
It's kind of
so
amazing.
it was
like,
our
why would you
opportunity
do
to
that?
really talk a lot, and yeah, lots of love.
Lots of coffee.
Lots of love back in Florida. Yeah, lots of coffee.
Are
egg
you?
bites.
Egg bites, yeah. I just think that's very pretty. I just think I'm gonna leave it alone. It's just.
Can
like,
I have a peek at your handle for Rachel? Because the poor girl
Oh
can't see
sure.
it.
I'm so sorry.
It's-
Yeah.
No, just what is the number
Nail
on
Art
it?
2.
There's number 2.
Yep,
Rachel.
Nail Art 2.
Rachel's trying to be specific because she's awesome at that, and it's the number 2. So she's gonna grab a link. Oh, here's one for you. This one's for you, Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says the filming of this is Cindy Walston. Hi, Cindy.
Cindy, hey.
Yeah, the filming of this video quality that is fantastic. Kudos to the who's filming. You guys have know, like between Tom and you and John Tran, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras now. We had to expand on the computer. Right?
It's
That's why it
pretty
was hiccuping
impressive.
last Wednesday. We added 1 camera, it started choking. We had to up the bandwidth stuff, so I don't know, memory, whatever that crap is. And yeah, these guys work so hard to bring us crazy women to your homes, salons, and living rooms.
I think that's pretty. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's like a whole lot of just like little tiny swirls, and they're silver and they're black. I think we'll just leave it there.
We get such good comments.
I love our people.
I know.
Okay, let's just cure it. I think it's beautiful. Let's just go.
I know, it's one of those things where it's so easy to just keep going.
Keep going and keep going and keep going.
Anna McClure, she says, so jealous.
Anna!
I love me a set of Phoenix nails. She's amazing.
That I was just
Hi,
talking
Anna.
about you, so you have to go back and watch. You guys, that's my childhood friend.
She said, I know, you said it earlier.
She's
She really was
11.
talking about
I was
you
talking about you.
earlier.
It was like happy.
Yeah.
It was a happy good thing.
Oh, everybody's agreeing. Video is perfect. We
Aw.
work so hard, you guys. We have like so much. If you could see, this really is like a television studio.
I took some photographs because I think it's so exciting for people that are in the outside world to be able to look in to see what is going on here.
Yeah.
I took a couple photographs, and of course, with permission from Richard and Elaine, I will post those later just so you guys can see all the
you're
cool,
fine.
cameras and things, like the angles and everything that goes into a production like this. It's very impressive.
Tatiana's curious, is that going to be a little bit raised? Or is it? Yes.
Yep.
So Tatiana's going to be a little raised.
Just a little bit raised. So here's something else you can do with all of these TripTych powders. Like the glitter one, like we have like the silver, that's the one I just mixed. You could actually take some of the like the chunkier glitters, like we had the purple that we used in the geode. You can mix that and actually make like raised stones. So you have something that looks almost like a pendant on each nail, and that's also a very beautiful idea. So.
That is a really good idea. Yeah. Danielle, Olivia, Aria. Why don't we have something like this in New York? Because we are here. You're in New York. We're here, but we're all together.
But I love you, Danielle.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, totally. Everybody's talking about brushes. All of them are available individually. There is a Artfinity brush kit that you can get all of them together, but like she was using the Divinity like acrylic brush. Like that wouldn't be in that kit. It would be separate. So I wish I could just give you a big bundle of everything, but just take advantage of the 25% off FB Live code. And you'll save tons of money. Let's get it overhead. Like, wow. Look at this set. Everybody hates you right now, Lisa.
I'm so excited.
Everybody's jealous.
Neener.
Yeah, we're all neener. I love it. Neener. I love the neener.
Beautiful.
You are so funny. I gotta go back. Now I have to go back because I've had so many messages. Okay, I'm gonna hide it right here because I don't want anybody looking and knowing. I have to announce the winner.
It's like a little drum rolling.
I seriously was waiting for this day because it was super exciting for me when I saw that she was going to be even here. All I wanted to do was come and play and sit in here. And then Elaine said, "Hey, what are you doing? Do you want to be our model?"
Want to be a model?
Yes. No other word. Come on.
It's like having a little kid just walking around you. Pick me. I want to be on your kickball team.
So I'm really excited. So of course these nails they're beautiful, but Phoenix likes to kick everything up a notch. What is that? Like Emerald, it always like bam, another notch, right? So I'm actually going to do a little bit of artwork later, and so once we get like all of them all super decorated, we'll take some photographs.
We have a photographer on hand. John Tran is around here somewhere. He's going to take pictures.
Yeah.
So I think this would be a good time to announce our winner. To the lucky Sierra Bradley, congratulations, you have won a Dipfinity starter kit. Please contact us at Rachel will give you all the info. Contact the office. Congratulations, everybody give her a warm and merry congratulations. Also to remind you all, it's like Oprah, everybody's a winner. Everybody gets 25% off. Use Facebook promo code FB Live when you go to the KupaInc.com website and shop. Just to remind you, it's accept rose gold passport, hand pieces, parts, services, classes, and the new workbook. Although, did I not hear maybe rose gold might eventually? Are we still in the not yet? It will be. So you may get an opportunity to get the rose gold, just saying.
Whatever, just get the red one now.
Yeah.
And you can get the rose gold later.
As always, please join us every week. We are on Facebook Live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And you can also join us at our website on classes and see when we have classes coming up and join us for the classes. What else have I got to tell you? Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Kupa Inc. I'm so botching this. Instagram is at Kupa_TV and Google Plus is at Kupa. Please tag your Facebook, Instagram. Do you know all this off the top of your head?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so on Instagram, it's Phoenix Loves Nails, because I do. On Facebook, it's Phoenix Field Camp, which is my maiden name, Vandyke. I know, super big mouthful, but I'm extra. And I have been hashtagging Phoenix Fix on all of those different posts because something that a lot of my clients back in Wyoming and Nebraska, they're like, we just can't wait to get our Phoenix fix. So I'm hoping to push that on to everybody in the education world that I feel like you need a Phoenix fix too.
Everybody needs a Phoenix fix. And then don't forget, you can join us any day of the week in our Facebook group, Kupa's Facebook group. We'll have the link for you at the Kupa page. And then, as always, I would love to thank you, Phoenix, for being an amazing guest today. I would like to thank you, Lisa, for being an incredible, lucky, I hate you model. No, I really love her.
Elaine couldn't wear these long nails anyway.
I know, but I can't wear those. I can't. And then, big heart. heartfelt thank you and warm thank you to all of you, the viewers. We're really happy that you tune in every week and allow us to come into your homes and entertain you ridiculously. Yeah. So until tomorrow is another episode. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye.
Bye.